Sovereign citizens are a set of deluded people who believe they are not subject to any government or laws. From asking the cops for monetary compensation before they could disclose their details to officers.
I don't carry identification unless someone's going to pay me for my name. My conditional acceptance for my name to you is you give me $500 for use of my name.
For me.
Sir, I can step out of the vehicle.
You can step out of the vehicle for
I'll
me.
step out of the vehicle for $500.
To feeling like they did not need a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle.
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a car. Are you failing to...
Are you failing to give me your driver's
I
license?
don't have to give you a driver's license to drive a car. I have all the laws back here.
Okay.
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle. I have all the laws right there.
Here are several examples of when entitled sovereign citizens think they're above the law. Starting with the case of James Lattimore, who thought he didn't need to answer lawful questions and that his consent was needed for his arrest when he was arrested for failing to provide proof of insurance.
I don't answer questions.
I don't need that, sir.
Look at him! Hey, they just arrested. Hey, look at him! I do not consent to arresting. I do not consent to searching.
James.
You guys should strip your badges off now. I shouldn't be in handcuffs. You know I ain't committing no crime.
On the 19th of May 2023, Florida police officers on routine patrol spotted a car in a school zone with a suspended license plate due to a lack of insurance. Upon approaching him, it became clear to the cops that things were going to get heated quickly, as it wasn't going to be a routine traffic stop.
Hey, buddy. You roll your window down for me? I can't hear you. You need to roll your window down for me. Just a little bit more for me, please.
You can hear me.
Go ahead, give me another unit.
You can hear me.
Okay, may I see your driver's license, please? Registration and proof of insurance. The reason I'm stopping you, sir, your tax owing suspended for no insurance.
No, sir. I think
I'm sorry?
I said,
Sir.
If I've committed a crime.
Okay, we're not going to play that game today, okay?
I'm not going to give you anything.
Okay, I need your driver's license, sir.
Sir, what's your name?
Sir, my name is Sergeant Glass, ID 293. My name is Sergeant Glass, ID 293.
Okay.
Your tag is showing suspended for not having insurance on file.
Unfortunately, you got it.
Okay, so you're going to refuse to identify yourself? You want to go down that route?
Unfortunately, sir,
That's the route you're going to go. You have committed a crime.
No, I'm not.
Sir, your tag is showing suspended.
How is it? No, this is my New York.
You have no insurance.
No.
So here's how we resolve this. Listen, show me proof of insurance, and we're done. It's a very simple process. Drivers refusing to cooperate, refusing to give any information.
Like most sovereign citizens, it didn't take long for him to begin to act like he was above the law and complicate an otherwise simple situation.
Get your supervisor down.
I am the supervisor, sir.
Unreadable.
I don't answer questions.
I don't need that, sir.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
I don't answer questions.
Sovereign citizen. I need a unit. Refusing to ID, you get 14.
I don't answer questions.
Before I copy sovereign citizen that you need additional unit.
Sir, I'm explaining this.
Still unreadable.
Yeah, I don't know what's on my radio. Can you run the RO?
What is your reasonable articulation?
Sir, I already told you what my suspicion was.
Oh, I don't think, no.
Okay? Your tag is coming back as
Therefore, probably just be advised your traffic is unreadable.
Your traffic police officer? No.
Guards Bravo 10, confirming the tag is suspended based on no insurance, correct?
Correct. The RO at James Lattimore is suspended as well.
Okay. Are you James? Are you James? James? Sir, let me explain this to you. I really don't want to go down this road with having to take you out of the car for failure to identification. Sir, the window will come down. Okay? Don't be reaching for anything in the car. Okay?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, well, you're going to have to give me your information, sir, by Florida law. Okay? And let me guess, you're traveling, right? You're not driving a vehicle?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, well, I need your ID. Your tag is suspended, you have no insurance, and it says, according to the DMV, your driver's license is suspended. Okay? So, you really want to go to jail over something silly like this? When it could just be a ticket? Is that what you really want to do? Sir, I'm asking as politely as I can for your information.
Guards Bravo 5 10. 10-4,
Well, sir, you have to.
I do not answer questions.
All right, step out of the car.
Nope.
Sir, I'm giving you a lawful reason to step out of the vehicle. Sir, if you don't step out of the vehicle, you're going to be escorted from the vehicle. Okay? You're going to be escorted from the vehicle. I really don't want to do that, James.
Do not answer questions.
I understand
Do not
that.
answer questions.
Give me your insurance card and show me your insurance is valid.
Despite his annoying behavior, the officers still thought it was better to play nice with him. But for some reason, James on his part, rather than comply with them, decided it was best to push their boundaries.
Don't be reaching for anything in the car. No, get your hand out of that right now.
You guys in front?
Don't be reaching for anything in the car. I need you to step out of the car, sir. Let's go. Step out of the car. I don't need your book on what you have to do. You know the rules for a traffic stop, okay? Your license is showing suspended, your tag is suspended, and it says you have no insurance on file.
That's impossible.
Then show me that.
That's impossible.
Then show me that.
I don't consent to arrest.
It's not a consent thing, sir.
Yes, it is. I haven't committed crime, sir.
Sir, I'm telling you right now, you have to identify yourself to me.
This is not Nazi Germany. And
You're right, it's not. We're not doing that, sir. All I'm asking you for is your driver's license.
I'm not, sir. You're ready to reach and pull a gun on me.
I'm not reaching for. You're the one reaching into a bag, sir. I haven't pulled my gun out. But you're the one reaching into a bag against my orders of asking you not to do that. All right, are you going to step out of the car or
I'm
not?
not, sir.
Stand by with him, please. I was able to find your driver's license for you, so now I know who you are. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, you are driving with a suspended tag and a suspended no insurance, which means your car will not be allowed to be driven. Okay, I know. I'm telling you what's happening. So the question is, do you have somebody that can come and get you in the car? That can come and get you, because you're not going to be able to drive. I can't hear you.
You're saying you got my all the...
No, I got your driver's license, so I know who you are now. That's the easy part. The hard part is, if you just show me proof of insurance, you're on your way. Then it's nothing more than a clerical issue.
I haven't committed a crime, so...
You have.
No, I have not.
You've committed a traffic infraction, sir.
You throwing that at me.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you what the state... Listen, you're in Florida. You committed a traffic infraction.
No crime.
Okay? So I don't understand why you just won't give me a proof of insurance and be on your way.
I have committed a crime, sir.
You have.
No, I have not.
You have committed a traffic infraction. You're driving with suspended plates. It is a criminal offense to drive with no insurance in the state of Florida. It is a criminal offense.
I have not committed a crime.
Are you driving the vehicle?
I have not committed a crime.
Are you driving the vehicle?
I have not committed a crime, sir.
When was the last time you were arrested?
I do not answer questions.
Of course you don't.
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
Seeing that he was not in any way willing to comply, the officers decided to give him a few more chances, at least, before they resorted to more desperate measures.
All right, James, here's the scoop. Either you show me proof of insurance, or you're going to have to be escorted out of the car because I'm going to have to tow the car. So which way would you like to go? Give me a window punch. He's coming out. Okay, I'm going to break the window, sir. I really don't want to do that to you. The window's going to be broken. Okay? The window's going to be broken. Okay? I'm not violent. If you just show me proof of insurance, we would be all set, James. Why won't you do that? Sir, why won't you do that?
James, listen to me real quick. James, listen to me, dude. We don't want to break your window. We don't want to break your window. That's the last thing we want to do. Okay. You could be on your way. Just show us the proof of insurance. That's it. You're going to make it so much harder.
I don't want to arrest you for resisting. Okay? I don't want to arrest you for resisting, sir. I really don't. All I want to do is get your insurance and get you on your way. Okay? That's it. It's not a search. No, it's not. All right, well, here's what's going to happen. We're going to end up breaking your window, and you're going to end up coming out of the car, sir, and going to jail for resisting. Is that really what you want to happen today? Don't you just want to go about your business? Okay, pop the window. Let's go.
Hey, man!
Get the door. Get the door. Unlock the door. Unlock the door.
Be careful.
Don't reach for anything. Don't reach for anything.
Don't you do it.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Let's go.
Get out of the car.
Hey, undo the belt. Look at him. Hey, they just arrested. Hey, look at him. They're doing this for no reason.
Right
They're
here.
doing this for no reason, y'all. I'm telling you, y'all. Listen. Y'all, I didn't resist arrest. I do not consent to 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 arrest. I do not order the arrest. I do not consent to the arrest.
Probably two.
I do not consent to the arrest.
Two?
I do not consent to the arrest.
Got it?
Yeah.
I do not consent. I'm not consenting to arrest. I am 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 not consenting to arrest.
Although he was already in trouble, his ignorance failed to let him see that he had no right of much significance anymore. Not especially to officers who are now determined to knock some sense in his head.
I'm not consenting to arrest. I'm not consenting to arrest.
You're under arrest.
I'm not consenting to arrest. I'm not resisting arrest. I'm not resisting arrest. I'm not resisting arrest. I'm not resisting arrest. I'm not. I don't consent to searches. You searching my car without a warrant. You search my car without a warrant.
Down, search are good.
I do not resist arrest. I do not consent to searches.
Okay, James, it's over.
I do not consent to arrests. I do not consent to searches.
James, it's
I am
over.
not the arrest. I do not consent to searches.
James, it's over.
No, I do not consent to arrest. I do not consent to searches. I'm not resisting arrest. I do not consent to searches.
You did resist.
I do not resist arrest. I do not
failed to
consent to
identify
searches.
yourself?
Because I did not commit a crime.
You did.
Because I did not commit a crime.
Driving without
Under penal
insurance
code of presented
and
ID.
suspended.
Under presented code of presented ID, you are arrested.
Are we double locked?
You are committing a crime as we speak. You guys are committing a crime as we speak. You are committing a crime as we speak. You guys should strip your badges off now. I'm going for that surety bond number. I guarantee you on that. I'm going for it. I'm going for my surety bond number. I'm going for my surety bond number. See that? Look at that. I don't consent to searches. I don't consent to searches. He's searching my vehicle. I don't consent to searches. I don't consent to searches. You are violating the constitutional rights. You have just violated my constitutional rights. You just violated my constitutional rights. Bastard. I shouldn't be in handcuffs. You know I ain't committing no fucking crime. I did not harm any of the police officers or anything. I did not harm any police officers. I was
Guard
not
Throttle
aggressive
5 on
to any police
1019.
officer. I'm not presenting ID. This is not Nazi Germany. You just locked me up for no reason. You just committed frauds and treasons. And you broke my window. Sweet. Oh, this is gonna be sweet. I don't consent to searches. And you searched me. You searched me.
At this point, it was obvious that there must have been some level of brainwashing done to these sovereign citizens to make them believe in such delusions. And James was no different.
I didn't comply with searches. I said I didn't consent to searches. I didn't consent to searches. That's why I'm recording. It's recorded. I don't consent to searches.
All right, come on up.
Violate my constitutional rights. I'm only complying on threat of life. I'm only complying on threat of life. I'm only complying on threat of life. I don't consent to searches. And you keep searching me. I don't consent to searches. I don't consent to searches. But yet you still keep searching me, even when I don't consent. You bust me out. You constitute my...
In the end, he was charged with resisting an officer without violence and failure to obey police orders. If you thought that James had lost touch with reality, then you should meet Stephen McMillan, who believes that identifying as a sovereign citizen allowed him to defy a governor's directives and exempt him from obeying any law.
Mandatory, governor signing something mandatory is not law. So you understand that I'm American state national?
You know everything, I don't know anything, let's go outside.
Of course not.
Okay.
It sounds like somebody needs to be schooled a little bit.
Okay.
You know,
Whatever, that's cool, man.
It's our
Whatever.
sovereignty right that we don't have to abide by mandatory dictatory laws.
On the 18th of January, officers were dispatched to a library following a call reporting a trespasser who had refused to wear a face covering in disregard of a governor's order, requiring face coverings in all businesses. When the officers arrived at the scene, they met a man who felt more than insulted that he was asked to obey a governor's order, as he believed that he wasn't subject to it.
Hello. How is everybody doing?
I'm doing well.
What's going on?
I don't know. I was here. I was trying to conduct some business. I was trying to get some things printed up, and they ended up kicking me off of the computers that I had access to.
Okay.
And I just needed to print up 4 pieces of paper.
Okay.
And she's trying to tell me that I have to wear and demand me to wear a mask to use any facilities or anything in here.
You have to wear a mask? There's a governor's mandate, sir.
Okay, but that's not law.
Okay.
And did you or did you not swear an oath to the Constitution, or did you swear an oath to the governor?
Can I ask you a question? So we can cut through all of this. Is this really worth it? To go through all of this for 4 pieces of paper when you can just put a face covering on?
Isn't it crazy that I'm being discriminated against and you're asking me?
Sir, I'm the wrong person to argue because I've lost 3 family members to COVID. So I'm not the right person to argue.
I'm sorry that you lost family members to COVID.
There's a way to handle this. You can just wear a face covering or you can leave, sir, and go somewhere else that doesn't require you to wear it. But this is a city building.
What are you don't have any stripes on your arm?
No, I'm a police officer, sir.
Do you have a sergeant that I can speak with?
Sure. Let's go outside and you can speak to a sergeant. I'll call one for you because they don't want you in the building, sir.
I'd like to stand here and just wait for the...
No, sir. You need to wear a face covering or you need to leave. I'm not going to go through this whole thing that you can put on YouTube.
It has nothing to do with putting it on YouTube. This is actually me recording and documenting.
Can you please wear a face covering or can you leave? Because those are your 2 options. You can wear a face covering or you can leave.
Okay, would you trespass me?
Yes, I can, and I will. And I don't want to do that because it's 4 pieces of paper.
Well, actually, that's what I would like. I would like for you to trespass me so I can have the documents, so I can come in.
Do you have your ID?
I don't ID unless I commit a crime.
Although his delusion was already getting on the officers' nerves, they still felt it was better to try to get Stephen in touch with reality and make him realize that his unrealistic ideas could potentially land him in jail. But he still had reasons to feel above the law, at least for the moment.
Well, you're trespassing. That's a crime.
That's not a crime.
It is.
No, it's a statutory violation.
Why do we need to go down this route? Just wear a face covering.
Why is it that whenever I talk about my rights, my constitutional rights, you want to?
Sir, here's your.
To step over.
I'm gonna give you an opportunity, okay? Because your constitutional rights and your argument standing right here is actually going to get you in handcuffs and arrested. So here's your options.
Put in jail?
I will take you to jail if you'd like.
You'll take me to jail if I like?
Yes. Or you can just wear a face covering
You understand
or leave.
that I'm American state national?
I don't, sir.
So
whatever imaginary thing that you think that you don't have to follow laws, that's your prerogative.
Mandatory, governor signing something mandatory is not law.
So are you going to wear a face covering or not, sir?
The Constitution states...
Sir, are you going to put on a face covering or not?
You know what, how about if I step outside and I'll wait for your sergeant to get here? So
Let's go. Let's head right outside. Absolutely.
Yes, let's do this. Because now I'm leaving because I was threatening.
Okay.
You were going to arrest me.
Yeah, I will. If you refuse to leave, I will arrest you. There's no threat. That's going to happen.
And the trespass was because what?
Because you're not wearing a face covering.
And that's a criminal offense?
They can ask you to leave or refuse service to you, sir.
That's a criminal offense.
The criminal offense is that they've asked you to leave. If you refuse to do so, that's trespass.
Criminal would mean that I would actually...
And that's fine. That's, you can...
So your definition...
You know what? I'm wrong. Whatever. You know everything. I don't know anything. Let's go outside.
No, of course not.
Okay.
It sounds like somebody needs to be schooled a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'm glad that you picked a library to have this argument.
You know what's funny is that it's a public place.
Okay.
I'm walking in public.
That's fine.
Okay,
You're
can
right.
you call your sergeant?
Yeah, let's go outside and I'll call him.
Go call him. I'd like to hear.
I'm not going to argue semantics. Let's go outside. Okay.
There we go. So.
You want him to trespass where he can't come back? Okay. So you're going to need to provide your ID, sir, because I'm going to fill out a trespassing.
I'll give you my name.
Okay, that's fine.
Stephen McNulty.
Stephen? You're going to have to spell that last name for me.
McNulty. M-A-C-K-M-I-L-L-E-R.
There you go.
And I'd also like for you to get the names of these individuals that ended up calling.
Do you spell Stephen with a V or a PH?
Rather than simply walk away while he still could and without catching any charges, he preferred to complicate things by asserting his non-existent right while trespassing.
What's your birthday, sir?
I don't need a birthday.
Okay, I'm going to give you another opportunity to think this over. Because right now what's happening You're being trespassed from this building. In order for me to issue you a trespass card, you have to identify yourself by your name and date of birth, or your social security number, or your ID.
I told you my name.
I need your date of birth as well, sir. Okay. Were you born here in New Mexico?
I don't answer any more questions.
Okay. All right, sir. So what's going to happen is you're going to be trespassed from this building.
Oh yeah, I love that.
You're not allowed to come back, including the parking lot. So when we conclude here, you're going to have to leave.
Oh, of course.
Okay?
But I want that trespass.
Okay, you're not going to get the trespass card. They are, because you're being advised and given a trespass warning.
There's no tip. No,
You're not being criminally cited. No.
Exactly. So this isn't crime. Look, I didn't commit a crime, and you're over here trying to trespass me. You see that?
You're trespassing because they're asking you to leave.
I know, but just because they're asking me to leave doesn't mean.
My suggestion is you would need to talk to the city manager and the mayor because they said
I would like to talk to your sergeant.
Okay. When we're done here?
No, it's not when we're done. I would like to speak to him before we're done.
No. You can talk. You can walk across the street and ask for a sergeant.
So now you're refusing, as an officer, to call in your sergeant.
You can walk right across the street and go talk to the sergeant if you'd like to.
Walk across the street.
Free to copy and name and date of birth?
I'm not going to go search for him. I asked for him to come talk.
Well, you're going to need to leave the property.
So it's not your. So it's not your. So it's not your policy. When somebody that you are talking to.
First name Steven, last name Macmiller. MACMILLER.
I'm an American State National. You understand the difference between American State National?
I don't care whatever imaginary thing you believe in.
It's not imaginary.
That's fine, man.
It's not
whatever American thing that says you don't have to follow the rules or whatever. That's cool, man.
It's our sovereignty right that we don't have to abide by mandatory, dictatorial laws.
Yeah, that's what he said. Is this really worth it? Does it cause all this nonsense?
What's funny is that
863-746.
Was it worth Rosa Parks? Was it worth Rosa?
Can you go to 3?
To be sent in the back of the bus?
You're not Rosa Parks, man.
As things unfolded, it became very ridiculous to see a man who claimed not to be under any law or government trying to claim a right under it.
You understand that you'll be held liable for what you're doing, correct?
What are the last 4? He keeps talking over me. Thanks. What's this now? I'm liable for what?
Well, you can be held personally liable for violating my constitutional rights.
Go ahead. By all means, do what you gotta do. But you need to leave the property, sir.
Okay, can I get your name?
Milks, MILKS, and my badge number is 863.
863?
Yes, sir.
And who was the supervisor that...
McCord?
McCord? Do you have any idea what his ID number is?
Yeah, 746.
McCord, okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, you definitely be receiving something in the mail.
That's absolutely fine. I just need you to leave, sir, please.
So this is it? I don't get any paperwork?
No, sir.
Can I get a report number?
I'm not doing a report on this, sir.
You're not.
Unless you'd like a report. Do you want a report?
Yeah, well, that's what I was asking for. I need a report number.
Okay. That's fine.
And I actually asked you to grab their names so I know who they are so I can hold them responsible.
You can call the library and get it. I'm not going to give you their information.
Well, they're the ones that are...
That's fine.
They're the ones... So you don't care to identify the people that are...
No, not at all. That's just... I'm just a bad cop that way. 863 Central.
So you're a bad cop that way?
I'm just a bad cop. I do bad investigations. Let me get you a case number and you can get out of here, okay?
Give me a case number. Do you have a business card?
Can I get a case and types? I don't. I'm going to write it on this paper for you because I ran out of business cards.
Okay. Sounds good.
Stephen was eventually issued a criminal trespass card. Speaking of entitled sovereign citizens would be incomplete without mentioning the case of this crazy lady who believed she didn't need a license to drive a vehicle because she was unaware of any law that applied to her.
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a car. Are you failing to...
Are you failing to give me your driver's
I
license?
don't have to give you a driver's license to drive a car. I have all the laws back here.
Okay.
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle. I have all the laws right there.
On the 17th of January 2023, police officers on routine patrol noticed a vehicle driving above the speed limit and pulled it over. On a closer examination, it was discovered that the vehicle's license plates expired about a year ago. When they approached the driver, things began to take a turn for the worse when she began to act like she was above the law and complicate an otherwise simple situation.
Officer Banks, Golf Breeze Police Department. I'm pulling you over. You're doing 54 and a 35. Any reason for that speed tonight?
Where's the 35?
Before you got off the bridge, and as soon as you came off the bridge. All this is 35.
I was going 40, I thought.
Nope. You got your license, registration, proof of insurance.
You don't have to have a license to drive a car.
Yes, you do.
You do not.
15-7, 41 with me. Ma'am, step out the vehicle. Step out the vehicle.
Am I not a crime?
Yeah, you are being detained right now. Step out the vehicle, young lady.
I know my rights.
Either you step out the vehicle or I will remove you from the vehicle.
I know my rights.
15-7, sovereign supervisor,
right now.
sovereign citizen.
Did you hear what I said? You need to get a supervisor out here right now.
No, you need to step out the vehicle right now. Young lady, step out the vehicle. Step out the vehicle. Last time I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask, and then I'm going to make you step out the vehicle.
You're going to get me a supervisor out here right now.
No, you're going to step out the vehicle right now.
You are going to get me a supervisor out here right now.
That's fine.
I know my rights.
What right is that?
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a car. This is not a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
I know my rights.
Okay.
Very well.
That's what you want to stick with?
Call a supervisor right
Okay.
now.
All right.
Right now.
Or else what?
I know my rights.
If I don't call a supervisor, or else what?
I guess we're not going to go anywhere then.
Okay.
10-25.
So just hold it for me and go and give me the channel.
You need to get a supervisor out here.
Yeah, our channel want to be 1033.
That can educate you on what the law is.
Okay. He could educate me on what the law is. What? So do you have an ID or you have a driver's license?
No, I don't have a driver's license on me.
Okay. Do you have one issued to you?
In Mississippi.
In Mississippi. So why would you need a driver's license to drive on the road if you don't need a license?
That was years ago.
Oh, so what year is this?
What year was the ID issued?
2997.
That's your supervisor.
You hope it is?
I really do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
What is your name and badge number?
I already told you my name. It's Officer Banks. I didn't.
And what is your badge number?
It's Officer Banks.
Are you failing to?
Are you failing to give me your driver's
I
license?
don't have to give you a driver's license to drive a car. This is not a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
I'm not driving. I'm traveling.
Although she tried to be a smart one, the reasons she was giving for her failure to obey the law and lawful orders were ridiculous. For the moment, the officers let her have her field day, at least until they were ready to bring her down from her legal high horse.
Okay.
I have all the laws back here.
Okay. So you're not going to give me a driver's license?
I'm not going to give you a driver's license. I don't have to give you a driver's license.
Okay.
I'm traveling. I don't have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Okay. And what state is that?
Any state. It's common law, natural law,
Okay.
constitutional law.
Okay.
You need to get a supervisor out here.
I do?
Yes.
Okay. So
I am
what law?
requesting your supervisor.
So just like I'm requesting your driver's license.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Okay. Sorry, Turner. A, she won't identify. She won't produce a driver's license. She's doing 58.
Yes.
Okay, I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Let my officer speak first, then I'll speak to you.
Her vehicle stopped for speeding. 54 and 35 coming off the bridge. She asked me where the speed limit was, saying that. It's before she got off the bridge. She actually did a U-turn. We were in the 35 zone. We pull over here. I introduced myself. I said, any reason why we're driving this fast? And I said, you got your license. She immediately goes into, I don't need a license to drive the vehicle.
Okay.
And then she said, I am traveling.
So, you do need a license to drive a vehicle. And you do have to identify yourself to these officers.
I do not have to have a license to drive a vehicle.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
You're wrong, but okay.
I know common law, natural law.
I don't care about common law.
constitutional
You're in the
I
state
know
of
that
Florida.
You don't.
You're in the
You're
state of
in Canada
Florida.
law.
You're in the state of Florida.
It doesn't matter in what state
It does
I'm in.
matter.
I'm in the U.S.
It does matter. So you better hope the information you gave us comes back as to being you. So at this point in time, I need you to shut the vehicle off and step out of the car.
I'm not getting out of the vehicle.
You're going to get out of the car.
I haven't been suspected of a crime.
You are being illegally stopped on a traffic stop. You are not being cooperative. It is not a Terry stop.
What
Trust
crime
me,
am
I know the
committing?
difference. You were speeding.
Speeding
Turn the
is a
vehicle
crime.
off and get out of the car. Out of the car now. Undo the
Let me
seatbelt.
turn the vehicle off.
Turn it off now.
Officer Schaefer, unbuckle her.
Put all that down.
Step out, turn around, face away from me. Turn around, face away.
Turn around.
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Well, then you can tell that to the judge if you end up going to jail.
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle. I have all the laws right there.
I
in the
don't
back
care
of my
what I don't
car.
care what laws you say you
I
have.
know.
Like most people who claim to be sovereign citizens, she was failing to realize that none of her sovereign legal jargon was going to get her out of the situation, and that her supposed laws were at best unrealistic.
I know that you don't care because you're supposed to be a police
then
officer,
you should
a
know
peace
that
officer.
you should know that this conversation's over then.
Right, because you don't care about the laws. You don't care about our rights. That's the problem.
Have a seat.
I need to call.
Have a seat.
I need to call somebody. Yes, I do.
You call somebody from Santa Rosa County Jail.
Excuse me?
You call somebody from Santa Rosa County Jail, you're under arrest.
I live right down there.
Where's your ID out of, or your license out of?
Mississippi.
I just thought you didn't have one. You just said you don't need one.
This is ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. We're not going to play any of these games with you tonight.
It's not a game. This is my rights as a,
It's not
as a
your rights.
citizen.
It's not your rights.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. You're in the state of Florida. The state of Florida requires you to have a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle.
Sir, it doesn't matter what state I'm in.
See, that's your problem, is you say it doesn't matter, but it does. In this country, it does. I don't care about what laws you say you have.
You should care about the
I
laws
don't,
and the rights
but
of citizens. You're a
we
peace
know your
officer.
rights. We know your rights.
No, you
You
don't.
don't
I
know
know
your
my-
rights.
yes,
No,
I
you
do.
don't.
Yes, I do.
Because if you knew your rights, you knew, or you would know, and should know, that you must have a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle. And if I find out that if I find out that you are not giving us the right information to identify
I gave
you,
the right information. Why would I do that? I'm trying to use my rights as a legal citizen. Why would I
you do that? Well, you would do that because you don't have a valid driver's license.
I don't have a valid driver's license. I don't have to have a valid driver's license.
You do.
No, I do not.
Okay.
I do not.
Then we'll let the judge determine that.
We will let the... You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything wrong.
We can arrest you.
No, you can't.
If you don't have a valid driver's license, we most certainly can.
Can I please call my
No,
mother?
you cannot.
Why?
Because you don't need to call you. Are you an adult?
Yes.
Then why do you need to call your mother?
To come and get me from jail since I'm being illegally detained.
You will be able to call her once you get there.
Can I at least lock my car?
We will make sure it is secure.
What are you going to do with my car?
Probably tow it.
Why?
Because you are driving without a license.
Although she was already on her way to jail, the decision to stop being delusional seemed like an impossible one to make.
I don't have to have a license to drive. That is commercial driving.
It is not commercial driving.
Yes, it is.
Ma'am, I'm telling you right now. No, stop. I'm telling you, didn't piss us off.
I obviously have because y'all are detaining me illegally.
No, you're being arrested. Is what's happening. And you have not pissed us off. We are doing our job.
No,
whether you agree or not doesn't matter. It's a moot
take
point.
orders from the top. You don't know the laws and the rights. Law is canon law.
We do.
Sergeant Turner.
And in this country, what laws do we follow?
Canon law. Y'all follow canon law. We follow
The rest
natural
of it.
law.
Who is
common
we?
law.
Who is we? Who's we? Tell me who we is.
Police officers.
No, police officers. We are police officers. We're not peace officers. We're police officers.
Yes, I know that now.
So then your argument just needs to stop, and you just need to sit there quietly.
Sergeant Turner, please just let me go home.
No.
Why?
Because you do not have a valid driver's license, and you have done nothing but give my officers a hard time during this entire ordeal.
I tell you that I have rights.
You don't know your rights,
I haven't
clearly.
been ugly to y'all. I haven't yelled at you.
You
or
have
ran
not
away.
been cooperative.
I haven't been cooperative. In what,
Not
silent?
at all.
Just go with it?
No.
As things unfolded, she began to see that her dumb philosophy was dumb, and there was nothing like living under a different set of laws.
Just be honest.
Sergeant, please.
You don't have a license.
Okay, I'll never drive again.
Yes, you will, because you believe you don't have to have a license.
I'll go get a driver's license tomorrow.
Well, wait a minute. Now you're telling me that you'll go get a license.
Because you're telling me that I have no
believe
choice.
you don't. That's correct. You have no choice.
Sergeant Turner,
So
please
this
just
is
let
the
me go home.
this is the road that's being taken, and this is what's going to happen. You failed to appear on a court appearance for, what was it, expired license? So your Mississippi driver's license is expired. Okay, and the registration. So you had a court date that you missed. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
You don't, or you choose not to?
No, sir. I would not lie to you. I don't lie. I do not remember that.
Okay, well, you do have a warrant out of Santa Rosa County. So
We're
regardless,
in Santa Rosa County.
you're in Santa Rosa County. Do you not know where you live?
I just moved here. My
When?
mother lives on High Point.
When did you move here?
About 2 months ago, from Pascagoula, Mississippi.
Okay. And you don't know what county you live in now after 2 months?
No, I don't. That's not something I use often. What county I live in.
Okay. Well, you are going to jail tonight.
Well, thank you, Sergeant Turner.
You're welcome. I can do that too. I can stare at you.
You know that you are doing the wrong thing.
Nope, I
Y'all
know.
could let me go and handle my warrant tomorrow.
No, we can't.
Right, because y'all have something to prove.
I don't have anything to prove. My officer certainly doesn't have anything to prove. But what we want you to understand is there are laws that you have to follow. Whether you agree with them or not is a moot point. Because if you choose not to follow them and you continue to act like this and do this, you're just going to constantly be going to jail. Is that what you really want?
I'm not acting like or doing anything like.
You told us that you don't have to have a driver's license to drive. And clearly, you do.
Eventually, she began to realize that things were much more complicated than she had thought. And more painfully than that, there was nothing she could do about it.
Can I please call my
No,
mother?
you will be able to call your mother from the jail.
Please let me go ahead and call her
No.
so she can head there. She's
No.
sleeping, please.
By the time you get booked in and everything, it'll be early enough in the morning. You can call her and she'll probably be getting up.
This is gonna
So
take
why?
hours.
It's not going to take hours, but it's going to take some
Sergeant
time.
Turner, please. Can you just
The answer
do me
is
that
no.
You got some karma.
I'm not worried about my karma.
I know. You're one of those.
No, you know what I'm actually worried about? People like
You're
you
actually worried
who
about
think that
meeting
laws
your
don't.
quota.
No, there is no
No,
quota.
there
It's
are
people
laws
like
that
you
don't
who
matter.
believe that laws don't pertain to them. And that's just
They
not
don't.
the case.
They don't.
Then enjoy spending a lifetime in and out of jail. Because
I've
that
never
is what
been
will
to jail.
happen.
Though it won't actually.
If you continue to act like this and do this, it will.
I'm not acting like anything.
Then
I'm
I
telling
would
you
suggest
that
moving
what my
back to
rights
Mississippi.
are. I'm not moving back to Mississippi.
Then if
either.
you stay living here and driving a car without getting a valid driver's license, that is what is going to happen.
You do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle. I've already been through roadblocks with state troopers with this.
Then they're not very good state troopers.
Yes, they are, because they know their rights. And they know the law.
No, if they let you through with this garbage, they're not.
This is not garbage.
It's garbage.
Have you done any research into it?
More than you will ever know.
Okay,
You're not
well,
the
then you
first
would know
one.
it's not
You're not
garbage.
the first person I've run across that thinks this way. And,
Yeah, I know.
And
We're a
those
problem right
those
now.
other people went to jail too.
Good. You know,
It's not
it
good.
doesn't
It
change the
shouldn't
fact that I
happen.
do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle. I do not. I'm not a commercial driver. I'm not driving people around. I'm traveling. That is considered a part of my home. And I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
I suppose you don't have to have a registration either. Your tag's expired.
Okay? You know who I am. You run my tag.
So here's what I am curious about. Because you're right, I do want to know more. Is that your car?
Yes, that's my
So
car.
you're the registered owner of that car.
Yes.
So at one point it had a valid tag and registration.
Right. Because if I rode around without any tag, that would just be asking you for trouble.
When the officers searched her vehicle, they found a powdery substance in her vehicle, which turned out to be cocaine. That explains a lot. At that moment, it was no longer going to jail for driving without a driver's license that she had to worry about.
Excuse me. Give me your full name. Give me your full name. Look at me, give me your full name. Give me your full name. Drugs inside the vehicle, you are under arrest now for possession of felony narcotics.
I didn't give y'all permission to search my vehicle either.
Your vehicle's being towed. We're inventorying it. We're not searching it.
Yes, you are. You're searching my vehicle.
You say that our laws don't matter to you, so what's it matter?
Obviously, I don't have any laws right now.
No, there's plenty of laws. You're just breaking them.
I don't have to mind laws that aren't valid.
They're valid laws.
They are not valid laws.
The United States and the state of Florida seem to think they are.
The United States has a constitution that we fall under.
Right.
Statutes, mandates, codes.
So
none of that matters.
So under our Constitution, it still gives the state governments the right to govern themselves, correct?
That's right. And the sheriff has all the power.
That's right.
That's right.
The sheriff does. He is the
yes.
head law enforcement officer.
He's not part of NATO. He's not part of the Council on Foreign Relations.
I'm not part of NATO either.
Well, you take orders from the top.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
You know who I take my orders from? My chief of police.
Exactly. You take orders from the top.
Who's the top?
You want me to give him one name? I mean, that would be impossible.
I don't know who the top is.
I know, because you haven't done research.
I guess I'm just an ignorant cop.
Nope, you said that. I didn't say that.
That's what you're implying.
No, I didn't imply things.
And stop implying that I only take orders from the top. Fair enough?
You do take orders from the top. That's how it works.
Afraid not.
Oh, it doesn't? I'll just make up your own. Yeah, I know that's what y'all doing right now.
No, you make up your own.
I don't. I know the Constitution. I've learned it.
I know the Constitution too. I also know that the states have the right to govern themselves.
It's been turned into shit.
Oh, and I'm sure you're the expert.
Yeah.
You're not.
I have rights and I live in America.
Correct. But you decide which laws to follow.
I don't take orders from anybody.
Nobody's giving you
except
orders.
God.
Nobody's giving you orders.
In the end, she was charged with operating a motor vehicle without a valid license, driving under the influence of alcohol, and possession of cocaine. Just like this lady, this other very entitled guy also thought he could drive around without a valid ID or license.
What state is your ID from?
I don't have an ID. I was surrendering my ID and my birth certificate.
Unlock this door now.
No, I'm not gonna unlock. You.
Get out.
We breaking it?
Open the door now. Let's go. Now get out. Get out.
On the 11th of November 2023, police officers pulled over a vehicle because they didn't recognize the taggings on it. However, what would have ended up in a simple ticket or warning took a different direction when the driver decided to make things complicated by refusing to identify himself and instead choosing to call someone who he believed was influential enough to get him out of the situation.
Hey boss, how you doing? Not too bad, deputy of the sheriff's office.
I just got pulled over.
Hey, so the reason why I'm stopping you, boss, I didn't recognize the taggings on your vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have your driver's license registration with you?
Here you go. I got the paperwork right here. Where's the paperwork at, Michelle? Here. All right.
It's where?
Down my seat.
Oh,
Here. Someone's talking.
it's on speaker.
There it goes.
Okay, where's your driver's license, boss?
That's what it is. No, I don't need my window down.
I'm sorry, so do you have a driver's license?
Yeah, we're right there.
Okay, what's your name, boss? I don't see your name on here. Can you point it to me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not how this works. Where's your name at?
I'm just giving him the paperwork. Okay. Sure, you talk to him then.
Ma'am, if he refuses to identify himself in this traffic stop, it's going to be an issue. Uh-huh. It doesn't matter who he identifies as. He's operating a motor vehicle in the state of Florida, ma'am. What?
Yeah.
Sorry, 44 cents? 44, how far out is my second?
Long Charlie 49. 93, how far are you guys?
No, I just want to check it. Ma'am, so this is what's going on. The tag on his vehicle does not appear like it's proper back to any state. So it appears the vehicle is unregistered. Then on top of that, I come up here, I'm asking for his identification documents, and he's handing me a stack of the papers instead of a driver's license.
For some reason, while things were gradually turning against him, he was relaxed and confident that things were under his control. And too ignorant to realize that although he had a right to identify himself as anything he deemed fit, his rights were not absolute, at least not in the face of the law.
So I'm concerned he might be driving without a driver's license and his vehicle might be unregistered. What? Okay, what's your name, boss? Sir, what's your name?
Everything, right here.
Can I see your name, please?
Right here.
Where?
Right here.
Please point to it.
Right there.
Where's your name, sir? I don't see it. Are you the postmaster? That's what it says. Postmaster?
Yes, I am the postman.
So is your first name Mark or your last name Mark?
No.
So nothing on here has your name?
Right there.
Is your Destiny
First
Mark? Destry?
Yep.
Is that how am I saying it? And what's your last name, boss? I can't see it.
Right there. Wagerman.
Wagerman? What's your date of birth, sir?
It's all right there.
It's not on there.
I'm not telling him anything.
All right. Well, this is the thing. If we cannot properly identify you, then there could be a potential issue for us coming up. Well, that's fine. He doesn't necessarily have to talk to me, but he does have to obey my lawful commands. Hey, Murphy.
Why is he looking at my truck for?
This is part of his job. Hey, Murphy, can you just switch with me real fast? Who? Lieutenant who?
What, Lieutenant who? Lieutenant who?
I think you mean trying to say Galarza.
Yeah.
All right, just hold on here. I just gotta look at something real fast. Yes.
Although the officers had been patient with him to simply comply, things started to take a turn for the worse when they ran his documents through the system. It was at this point that it started to become clear to him that being a sovereign citizen didn't translate to being above the law.
All right, sir. This is kind of where we're at. So I checked the.
Hang on, Michelle. Hang on, Michelle, hang on.
So this is kind of where we're at. So I checked the VIN. The car is currently looks like it's unregistered. So. If you don't have, do you have a Florida driver's license or a driver's license out of another state that I can check to ensure that you're a licensed driver?
But there's all I got.
Okay, well, there's a problem. So I tried to search you up under this. I can't find anybody, I can't find you. So if I can't verify that you have a valid driver's license, then how am I supposed to let you drive off?
She's coming.
All right, that's not gonna change anything.
He's saying I gotta have a valid driver's license
to operate a motor vehicle in the state of Florida. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. It's a simple question. Do you have a valid driver's license?
Right there's all my paperwork I got.
Okay.
She's coming over.
Your middle name, Mark?
Well, because he's got it right here. He's got the paperwork in his hand.
All we're trying to do is just identify you. That's it, and then send you on your way. Is that your last name?
Yep.
Okay. Is your ID through Florida? What state is it from?
I'm right here. Yeah.
What state is it from?
She's coming.
That's fine. What state is your ID from?
I don't have an ID. I was surrendering my ID and my birth certificate and everything.
When you used to have an ID, what state was it from?
Colorado.
Colorado?
Yeah.
Okay. What's that?
They won't register because it's fine. Here she is. She's right there.
That's fine. I don't need her actually, and she's not going to come over here.
Yeah.
What is your date of birth?
It's right there. Everything's right there.
No, not everything is right here. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Not at all.
All this, I know.
Destry, hop on out.
I'm not. Why do I need to get out of my car? Have I done something wrong? Wait. Whoa. Before you drag me out of the car, what have I done?
Hop out of the car.
Have I done something wrong?
You're failing to identify yourself.
That's not a law. That's not a misdemeanor. It's not a law. Hey, don't get in my car. What are you guys doing? What's this? They're jerking me out of the car, Michelle.
Get out.
Don't get me out of the car. All right, I'm getting out. All right, I'm getting out.
Stop pulling away from me.
You guys are joking me around. You guys are jerking me around.
Look over. I got you.
All right. Well, I'm not jerking around.
Eventually, he began to realize how helpless he was in the face of the law. While it was better to have complied with the officers, it was obvious from the beginning that he had this coming all along.
Now you're under arrest, boy.
Damn. We're not doing anything. What's the plate? I'm pretty pissed and you guys are jerking me around. How the hell am I supposed to
Walk over to the
fucking
car,
ears?
man. Figure this all out, sir.
Well. Not show my ID is not incredible expense. You tell me. But not an ID state.
Separate your feet, boss.
Not an ID state here. And I don't go for 30 feet.
Stop talking all this, dude. It's not registered.
Stay out my wallet.
No.
It's not. Stay out my wallet.
Everything's coming out your pocket.
No.
Hey,
Stay out
switch
my wallet.
passenger.
I don't accept.
You might not accept it, but it doesn't mean it's not happening.
You guys are legally fucking searching me for no fucking reason at all. None.
Stop yelling, please.
Eventually, his wife came around, but turned out to have the same orientation as her husband. At this point, the cops had had enough of sovereign folk acting like they were above the law, and were ready to teach her a good lesson.
Okay. Yes. Do you want to talk to him or not? If not, we're going to get him out of here. We're trying to give you the keys. Hey, what?
Hey, watch your back. Because I have a phone number for him.
Unlock this door now.
No, I'm not going to unlock. You.
Get out.
We breaking it?
Open the door. Now. Let's go. Now get out. Get out.
Where's that?
Get out of the car. Oh, stop it.
You just told 241 and you're hurting me.
Stop, push your hands. I have to.
No. I'm not looking into your. I'm not trying to get anything.
X-ray 90 pencil.
Oh, yeah. Right.
We have another 10-15. Do we have a lock screen or log on?
In the end, the man was charged with resisting an officer, while his wife was charged with resisting an officer with violence. This sovereign couple was entitled and delusional. They were nothing compared to this guy though, who took his sovereign philosophy and ignorance to a whole new level when he was pulled over for driving with a fake license plate.
Do you have a passport?
I have an international identification I just gave you.
One more chance.
I don't want to break your window.
Step out. Step out of the car. Out of the car. Out of the car.
On the 15th of September 2022, police officers on patrol duty spotted a sedan with a very dark tint and an illegal license plate. When the officers initiated a traffic stop, they had no idea that they would be dealing with a deluded individual who identified as a sovereign citizen, of course, and believed a different set of laws applied to him.
Lower all your windows!
I can't see, it's too dark.
Driver, lower all your windows. Lower all your windows. Driver, this is the Broward Sheriff's Office. Please lower all your windows. Lower all your windows. His window's cracked. It's cracked. But I can't see inside.
Despite the multiple instructions, the driver, who felt like he was above the law, refused to comply. The officers on their part were already used to dealing with entitled people like him, but their using extreme measures on him was going to be dependent on whether he was going to be sensible enough to comply with orders.
This is the Broward Sheriff's Office! Listen, we just want to talk to you.
We can't talk like this. Yeah, do you have guns on you? You do or you don't? Yeah, we don't know that. Exactly, so keep your hands out so we can come talk to you. We're going to be here all day. We're going to smash your windows if you don't comply.
Yes. Listen, lower your windows and put your hands out the windows for me. Lower your windows. I understand what you're saying. I need you to comply with my commands. Lower all your windows. All right, now put your hands out the window. Put your hands out the windows. Both hands. And keep them out the window. Both hands. This is the Broward Sheriff's Office. I will show you yours once I make contact with you. Listen, you need to comply with my commands. You're not complying, that's why the gun's out. Yes, you do. Okay, put your hands out the window.
It's for your safety and our safety. Just keep your hands out. You make sure you don't have guns. Yeah, I don't know that. How do I believe you?
Eventually, the officers were able to approach him, but it quickly turned out that he was determined to make things as complicated as possible by coming up with strange legal jargon and documents to justify his misbehavior. It was only a matter of time before he realized that this was a very bad idea.
I'm not letting you open my conveyance.
Okay.
Who are you?
This is the Broward Sheriff's Office. Listen,
Look at
do
how
you have your
you're
license with
approaching
you? Do you have your license with you?
I'm a foreign national.
Are you able to unlock your door for me, please?
I'm not unlocking my door.
Is this your
I fear
information?
for my life, and you are being recorded.
Okay.
I fear for my life.
Okay.
I fear for my life right now. The law is on my conveyance.
Okay. You're being stopped because your tag is not a valid Florida license plate.
I'm not
or any
operating in
license
commerce. I'm a foreign national. I gave you my identification.
Your name's not in it.
I gave you my identification. You want my information?
Do you have a license?
You want my information?
Do you have a license issued in any
law
of
is
the
right
50
on my
states in the United
conveyance.
States?
Something that has his name on it. Your
I
name on
just
it.
gave
I
you
didn't
my
see your name in it.
identification that has my name on it. It has my appellation on it.
There's no naming here.
It's the one I just gave you, man.
Listen, you need to unlock this door. We're going to break this window. You need to unlock this door or we're going to break this window.
I'm giving you my information.
I'm going to tell you one more time.
None of that information is valid.
You're violating international law right now.
I'm going to tell you one more time.
You're violating international law, man.
This is the last time I'm going to tell you.
You're
unlock
violating
the door or we're going to break the window. Break the window.
You're violating international law.
Break the window.
Listen, unlock the door. This is your last chance. This is your last chance to unlock the door.
I'm giving you my information.
I understand. Listen, we need a license or some sort of state ID.
I'm not operating in commerce to give you a license. I'm not operating in commerce.
Okay, do you have a passport?
License is for commercial activity.
Do you have a passport?
I don't have a passport. I have an international identification I just gave you.
Issued under who?
The 1508 states that that's a lawful identification document.
While he continued to try to assert his rather absurd rights, he had no idea that the officers had gotten fed up with his attitude, and by the time he started to realize that sovereigns weren't as untouchable as he had thought, it was too late.
All right, one more chance.
I don't want to break your window.
Step out. Step out of the car. Out of the car. Out of the car. Let's go. Put your hands behind your back.
Yo, yeah.
Your other hand. Your other hand. Give us your other hand.
Fine. Was that so hard? Why do we have to go through that, bro? You could have easily just complied.
You could have just given us your information and that's it.
None of this would have happened.
When the officers looked into his vehicle, it turned out that driving with a fake license plate was going to be the least of his problems. And from the look of things, it was looking like he was going to be in jail for a longer period than expected.
Smells like 57 in the car.
A what?
Smells like weed in the car, and he's got a badge hanging there. I don't know what that is.
What kind of badge?
You said badge?
Yeah, it's a badge.
Where? Let me see. That's a deputy badge.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Looks like one of those wearing your badge.
Yeah, he's a U.S. citizen. I found him. And even if he's not, still gotta follow the rules. Yeah. It's weird how that works.
Hey, Monday, just go ahead and kill it just in case the engine starts coming in.
Yeah.
10, 12, Bravo 2. Can you copy on the signal 35 for way to 10 to 11?
Come on, boys.
Great Seal.
Channel 38.
But he uses American money.
It was later discovered that he had several warrants for his arrest and a suspended driver's license. In the end, he faced over 10 counts of offenses, with about half of them for threatening a public servant. Next, we go to the case of this crazy sovereign citizen who was so out of touch with reality that he believed that he needed to get paid for answering lawful questions and for being ordered to step out of his vehicle.
I don't carry identification unless someone's going to pay me for my name. My conditional acceptance for my name to you is you give me $500 for use of my name.
For me.
Sir, I can step out of the vehicle.
You can step out of the vehicle for
I'll
me.
step out of the vehicle for $500.
Sir, step.
On the 18th of August 2022, police officers noticed a vehicle driving with an expired tag and initiated a stop. However, what they did not know at the time was that they had just come across one of the most delusional men to have ever driven on the road.
I'm not a driver.
Okay, well, you are driving on the roadways in the state of Florida, so I need your driver's license or your identification.
Like I said, I'm not driving.
Okay, well, I am conducting a lawful stop. You are required to present me your identification, so I'll take whatever identification you have.
Okay, I don't carry identification unless someone's going to pay me for my name. My name is registered as my property on the record.
Okay.
So
what's your name?
Okay. I'm just recording this for the record. I'm not driving or operating a vehicle for hire on the roadways. And my name is my private property. And if you want my name, I'm conditionally accepting your offer so I can stay in honor so you will arrest me. So my conditional acceptance for my name to you is you can give me $500 for use of my name.
Echo 13, Auburn 1094, please. Sir, you will be arrested if you do not present some type of identification.
Really?
Excuse me?
I said really?
Yes, sir, really.
Why do I need to provide identification?
You are operating a vehicle on the roadways in the state of Florida. Sir, with all due respect, you're behind the driver's, in the driver's seat, behind the steering wheel. I've been behind.
And this is in the driver's seat. Now, if you want to try and prove in court that I'm driving or operating a vehicle for hire, then fine, but I'm stating for the record that I'm not driving or operating a vehicle.
Sir, I've been behind you since you were on Babcock, okay?
Yeah.
You've been in that seat the entire time.
No matter how you word your script from your fraternal order of police, I'm telling you on the record I'm not driving or operating. That's official. I'm on the record. And if you want my name, it's $500 cash.
Okay, go ahead and step out of the vehicle for me.
Unlike most officers, these officers did not have much patience with dealing with this crazy attitude, and not especially on a sunny afternoon. It didn't take them long to bring the crazy driver back in touch with reality.
For me.
Sir, I can step out of the vehicle.
You can step out of the vehicle for
I'll
me.
step out of the vehicle for $500.
Sir, step out of the vehicle. Roll over on your stomach. Okay, sir, at this time you are being placed under arrest. You will be registered as a John Doe until you are properly identified.
But I already said I'm not driving or operating.
Okay, well, yes, sir, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm not driving or operating a vehicle.
Ma'am, do you have a valid driver's license?
I do.
May I see it, please? Thank you.
Can I speak to a supervisor? Because I'm still in honor and you're arresting me and I'm being fully transparent that I'm not a driver or operator. And if you want my name, I'm conditionally accepting my name.
I also have a request for a supervisor.
Yeah, I've conditionally accepted your offer so I can stay in honor. I'm operating on the honor system. And you're not honoring, now you're in dishonor. And I will prove on the record in court that my name is my property. I've registered it with the county recorder more than 2 years ago. So I hope you're still recording because I have my case number, my filing number, and my
Echo 13 to 5047. Can you come over here, please?
And I was not pulling over. I'm coming here to the printer because they have a print order for me I'm picking up, so I did not pull over.
I need to get him into a car.
Well, they try to get him. Stand up, man.
I can't.
Roll to your side. Bend your knees up.
Wait, you're hurting me.
Roll to your side.
Yeah, I know, but these cuffs are on too tight.
I'll help you up.
You're hurting me.
All right.
My phone is still recording.
Yes, sir. We'll make sure you have your phone.
But I want that on the record.
Okay. Well, here. As a matter of fact, you can continue recording. I'll stick it in your pocket.
I already conditionally accepted all of his offers for my schedule, and he's in
Anything on your
dishonor.
person before you go back in my car?
This will be his right here. And it's still recording.
I'll answer any questions for $100
Answer
a
this
question.
question for me. Anything on your person
I
before
will
you go back
answer
in my
that
car?
question for $100
All right, explain
cash.
it for me.
I will You don't have the right. You can search me for $500 cash. I'm conditionally accepting all of your offers for my fee schedule.
There's no charge for that.
And you can, yeah, there is. I'm in honor.
Okay.
At this point, it was difficult to determine if he was totally insane or just out of touch with reality. Either way, he wasn't just walking away from this mess he had just created for himself.
My name is my property.
Anything on your person that come?
You can search me for $500. I'm going to need your name because I'm going to charge you. That's my
the card.
I did not give you permission to search me without payment. You're violating my rights and my ability to conduct commerce. You're in dishonor now. You can search me for $100.
Spread your feet.
I'll spread my feet for $100.
Spread your feet.
No, you're in dishonor. You know you're violating the rules of honor, and I have done nothing wrong, and I've conditionally accept all of your offers for my fee schedule. Are you recording?
Yep, everything is recorded.
You're violating my rights. I have done nothing wrong. I'm in honor, and you're violating all my rights. I'm in honor, and you're violating all my rights.
Go inside.
I will come over there for $100.
Let's go.
Look, man, you're assaulting me.
Because you're resisting. Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting if I'm conditionally accepting all of your offers for my fee schedule. You know I'm telling the truth. You're going into this.
Get in the car.
I'll get in the car for $500.
Get in the car.
No, you're forcing me. I'll get in the.
Get in the car.
I already conditionally accepted your offer for money.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
You're assaulting and battering me, and you're violating my rights.
Get in the car.
I conditionally accepted your offer for my fee schedule.
Watch your knee.
No, dude, you can't put me in jail. You can't do this. You guys are going into I can't be arrested for staying in honor. And my name is my property on the record. I recorded it with the county recorder. I said you can have my name, and that's not dishonor.
All right, just have a seat in there, sir.
I'll loosen it for you.
Not, dude, really?
If I can put a finger in there?
I mean, really?
Just get in the car, okay? It's going to make things a lot easier, and you're not going to be in as much trouble.
I feel like you're threatening me,
I'm not threatening
I
you,
haven't.
sir.
Yeah, you are threatening me.
Thank you very much, sir. You're threatening me.
Eventually, the officers figured out that the vehicle belonged to his mother, which meant that they had to ask him what to do with it. Although he was already in trouble, for some reason he still failed to come to touch with reality and that there was nothing like being above the law.
Hey, sir. Quick question. No, keep your feet in the car. Do not get out of the car. Do you understand me right now?
I'll stay in the car for $100.
Listen,
I'll stay in the car for $100. That's my conditional acceptance to your
How
offer.
is your relationship with your mother?
She's probably sleeping right now.
Okay.
Look, I'll answer all your questions for $100 per question, cash, in writing.
Okay, well, I'm trying to figure out what we're doing with your vehicle.
Well, you're taking me for no reason. That's not a vehicle.
Why isn't she answering
That's
the phone?
not a vehicle, it's a car. She's 85 years old, and I'll answer all the rest of your questions for $100 cash.
All right, sir.
In the end, he was charged with resisting an officer.